Hi. Welcome to our show.
Well, hi, everybody!
Coming to you somewhat live and semi-weekly from the Quad M World headquarters located in Helena's scenic North Valley. It's the Quad M Show. Here are your hosts, TJ Damon and Jason Vickers.
I'm TJ.
Andy Mack.
Yeah, Andy, thank you so much for filling in this week.
Not a problem.
Unfortunately, Jason was not able to make her and, and all that type of stuff, so hopefully I'll get on the horn with him. We'll find out what's going on, how everything's going, and this and that, and all that type of stuff. But, as we are so often want to do nowadays, since I'm all about the whoring out, let's go ahead and show the love to those that are showing us the love, shall we?
Oh, this is the paper that you gave me?
Yeah, that's the one.
Let's see. Funny Dudes, 5 stars, Stan 991. Love to hear what this crew has to say about movies and games. Also great when they cover random topics or just go way off course. Nerd topics abound, super fun. QMS, 5 stars. Turn it out, 920. This is...
Turn it on, yeah, that's the username.
Okay.
That's the username, that's what that is.
I thought it was like a...
Turn it out, 920.
Yeah, I thought it was like a new slang thing. I was like, that's tight. This is a fun show. A lot of the others talk about commutes, so I suggest listening to the show while remaining totally still. Comic fans rejoice, 5 stars. General Hannibal of robots. Great time for the nerdy and not.
Oh, and to you Facebook and Twitter followers this week, gave out a little bit of love to what Anthony Ian. You know what? I'll start this off as always by saying if I fuck up pronouncing your name, I'm sorry, but Twitter doesn't come with the.
But here's the thing.
With the pronunciation key.
Here's the thing. Just don't put stupid shit as your name, and maybe we can pronounce it.
Well, I mean, it's their birth name. It's not their fault. They got
But like, if your name's like something crazy, why don't you just be like, I go by like TJ, like something easy. There's no need for that.
Tarbaj Javier.
Yeah, exactly. All right, just call me Mark.
Anthony Iannarino. Yeah, Anthony Iannarino. Let's go with that. Joe Bradley, Shiva Patanayat, Jonathan Fessmeyer, Joshua Anderson, Lloyd Marino, Jared Smith, Rachel Phillips, Chris Kaysen, and all the other folks that have been following and showing the love. Hey, God bless you guys. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now all we need to do is just get about 20,000 more of you folks subscribing. And then we'll start breaking in the cash.
There you go.
One thing I would also like to hand out to here from we got a tweet from Steve Huffaker. He's a co-host on the Tom and Steve podcast, the Tom and Steve show, and he writes in saying, at Quad M Comics, my co-host and I have been drinking beers and eating chips and listening to your podcast. You guys rock hard. Pod money, bitches.
That's awesome.
Pod money, bitches. Thank you, Steve.
So awesome.
Maybe that would start that fucking hashtag pod money, bitches.
Yeah, guys, something. There's money there.
So, dude, it's been a while since you've been on, man. What's happening? What's going on? What's the latest and the greatest?
Oh, dude, I am so fucking hurting right now. It's not even funny.
Saturday was a little rough.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday were rough.
Well, you didn't seem that rough when I saw you Friday night. You didn't seem that out of place.
It's just the staying up late. I turn 30 next month. I can't do the staying up anymore. Like 10:30, that's as late as I can be.
Yeah.
But when like 1:30 in the morning rolls around, I'm like, what the fuck am I still doing?
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah. You have that you have to have that inner like conversation you have, like, what the fuck's going on?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Well, and I've always I've biologically always been a night owl. Mm-hmm. So like, because like right now, Quad M is the business, Quad M is the work. And I know inherently I should be up in the morning at a decent hour. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, my internal clock, the way that I just have always been wired, I'm easily not going to bed until 3, 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, that's how I am too now.
And I will go and I will lay in bed at 9 o'clock saying, get the rest, get the sleep, let's do this. First thing in the morning, get the workout going, boom, we're just high energy, we're going to go. Next thing you know, 1:30, 2 o'clock. Thing isn't going fine. Okay, I'll pull an all-nighter. We'll do it. Okay, we'll just do the all-nighter. And then 15 minutes, boom, I'm out. Next thing I know, it's already fucking 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I start the morning with the internal conversation.
Yeah. So, like that's what happens to me, too, about, like, 10:30. I'll be in bed about 10:30, 11.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I work, then, you know, I might have a little meal and then go to sleep. But here's the thing. I don't always go to sleep. I start doing that fucking, like, you know, I do that. I have, you know,
power yoga.
Not just that. It's just like your mind starts going, what the fuck was the name of the mailman from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or something like that. And you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta look that up real quick. Then you're
speedy delivery, Mr. McPhee. Yeah.
McFeely.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
I looked it up.
Yeah. And I just like, what the fuck? Then you just go into this weird, like, Wikipedia thing where you go on like this like little like labyrinth of Wikipedias. You're like, oh, what is this? And then you start pressing buttons, and then you're like on the death of Chris Farley, and you're like, wow, fuck. And then 4 a.m. rolls around. You're like, I don't know why I'm here now.
Why am I watching trailers of Faces of Death?
Yeah, you get into like a dark. There's a moment in time where you go from like something like lighthearted like Mr. Rogers to watching a guy get eaten by an alligator.
You know, the damnedest thing about Mr. Rogers, I remember all of and there's the fucking lawnmower. I remember like all of the land of hey kids, you're getting this shit for free, so if there's a lawnmower in the background, you're getting what you pay for. Yeah. So anyways,
you want me to go shut that shit down?
I'll show you a thing or two, buckaroo. This is a neighborhood. This ain't no residential district.
Yes.
But like I remember like all of the Land of Make Believe characters, you know, and the greatest fucking Family Guy joke is what the hell kind of king lives right next to the fucking railroad tracks. Yeah. Speedy Delivery, Mr. McFeely's the only guy that I remember that was in the real world.
No, there was a lot of other people. There's like Chef Brockett and what the fuck was her name? There was a girl, Chef Brockett, and then there was Francois Clemens.
Wasn't he a member of the Harlem Globetrotters?
No, was he? No, maybe he might have been. That would have been tight, dude. And then yeah, it was Francois. There was Chef Brockett. There was I can't think of the other guy's name, but he ran the music shop. He's like the handyman of like the neighborhood. Okay. And then there was one time, not a whole lot of people know this. There was one time that Miss Rogers like had to leave. Like for like and like some guy was like running the show, and I was like, this is crazy. Could you imagine?
I got to go talk to my parole officer.
Yeah, something like that. Could you imagine like if that was like real life and people like Mr. Rogers was just like the crazy old guy in the middle, and like because he always like, I'd like you to say hi to my television neighbor, and like people are like, oh, who the fuck's he talking to? Why is he?
How about, would you like to come over and see my magic talking picture box?
Yeah, picture, yeah. And I gotta feed the fish. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. When he fed the fish, that was like the best for some reason. I was like, I want to get fish.
I always wondered what the fuck was he doing with a stoplight in the middle of his house.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You remember when he would walk from the living room to the kitchen, there was a fucking traffic light.
Dude, and he explained it one time.
Did he?
I think so. He was just like, you know,
red means stop, neighbor.
Yeah, he was just like, he like looked at dead straight in the camera. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but there's traffic. Like he was like all high and shit, and he was losing his mind.
You know, the one thing...
That was a dark Mr. Rogers. That one was crazy.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood wasn't a very diverse neighborhood.
There's one black guy.
Was there?
Yeah, Francois Clemens.
Okay. See, here again, I don't remember him, so I didn't know. I didn't.
I've been on like a Mr. Rogers kick lately. Like, like the past like 2 weeks, I've been I was like, I really. I do this thing where I just get on this fascination kick.
About one thing and you glom on it.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, all right. And then once I'm tired of learning about it, then like I don't want to learn about it anymore. But like one of the first internet rumors was like, oh, Mr. Rogers had a bunch of tattoos and stuff like that.
That he was a Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't even fucking Army.
No, he wasn't military that I know of.
No, he wasn't. He was
a preacher. He was a pastor. I know that.
He wasn't even that. He
really?
Was he didn't preach he was a reverend in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. So I guess you beat me on the technicality.
Okay, that counts.
But he studied religion and all that type of stuff, and I guess they kind of said he was a pastor in a way.
Oh, okay.
But like it'd be like you calling me and be like, "Hey, can I, talk about Jesus with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Ain't nobody got time for that.
let's roll. Let's rock this.
Then I call
Talking Jesus podcast money, bitches.
Yeah. Then I call Marty and be like, "Oh my God, TJ's freaking the fuck out. You're gonna need to come with me."
Bring some of the holy water.
Yeah, but that was like one of the first internet rumors was like, "Oh, dude, he had like 35 kills to his name and shit like that. And he's got tattoos." I was like, "There's no fucking way," because he goes to the doctor in one episode and he rolls his sleeve up to get a shot.
Yeah. And there was no gallon of hula skirt.
There wasn't.
There was no battleship name number.
Exactly.
That he served.
Yeah. Like, bullshit. Internet rumors are the best, though.
I got a Charlie at 2 clicks.
Yeah, no shit. He's just sniping fucking
speedy delivery. Speedy delivery, Charlie.
Yeah, that'd be tight. Fuck, I wish he was in the army now. Dude, and the guy was a vegetarian, and like
Mr. Rogers was?
Yeah. He said he wouldn't eat anything that had a mother, and I started thinking, I was like, fuck, that's a good idea.
Mashed potatoes, gravy, and cranberry sauce.
I didn't think about that, especially today being Mother's Day. I was like,
well, all I can say is too late.
Yeah, no kidding. Just like now I'm a vegetarian.
Next time you're with you're the gal with a questionable odor.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't eat anything that has a mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Check your panties.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know if you actually listen to the show when it comes out, or if you just kind of play catch up a little bit here and there.
I play catch up usually. I don't really get to listen to podcasts too often.
Yeah.
Because I have a piece of shit car, so I mean, I would listen to podcasts in the car pretty much.
Oh, see, yeah, that's pretty much how I do it.
It pretty much take me about a week to listen to like a Smodcast or something for about an hour. Like that's an hour and a half or whatever. So
right.
And it'd take me like a month to listen to Joe Rogan's 3.5 hour show.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I can't. There's only one long ass podcast. It's not, I don't want to give the props or anything like that, but there's one podcast that I will actually sit and listen to, and they run like 2-hour shows.
Really?
A week. You know who Bruce Pritchard is?
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
He was Brother Love back in the day. He was very heavy in the booking committee with the WWE.
Yeah. Okay.
And did some stuff with GWF and kind of off and on. He was all Brother Love. I love you, right? Okay. He's got a podcast that he does through the MLW network, Major League Wrestling Network. Mm-hmm. They do the Ric Flair podcast as well and all that. And his show is basically they pick one topic, like one pay-per-view, one event, whatever, and go about the history leading up to that, like the booking challenges, the bullshit they had to deal with, what was going on, his thoughts on the matches. And I mean, I dig it. I dig it. And I will sit there and instead of sometimes when I should be getting work done, just sit there 2 hours of this podcast and free cell, and I've lost an evening right there. It's really tight. I listen to it on Stitcher. It's pretty tight.
It's on Stitcher? I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it is.
I was on that big, like, missing Richard Simmons deal. And then,
I hadn't heard about it until you brought that up. Uh-huh. And then all of a sudden it was like, fucking, I just see it everywhere.
Oh, yeah. There's, like, a huge deal. We're trying to get the guy to come on our show.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of was like, I'm famous now. I don't need to.
I don't need you.
Yeah. Listen, I ripped my podcast off from another podcast, and I don't need to be on your little peasant podcast, you piece of shit. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
Well, the reason why I asked was, about 2 weeks ago.
Hey, real quick, not to cut you off.
But you're going to cut me off. What? Yes.
Fucking Mr. Rogers' doctor was black.
Well, no shit.
So was his dentist too. Dude, he had to, there was either, this is going to be racist? Probably?
Nah.
There's a lot of black people going through medicine school back in the day, man.
Well, sure, why not?
I don't know. But, like, dude, yeah. it's fucking it stressed me out for some reason. Because why was he was just like, oh, they're just like easier with me or something, or maybe I don't know where I'm going with this, but like because I was sitting there, I was like, there's more.
What are you trying to say, Andy?
I was like, yeah. When you're like, oh, it's not really diverse, and Mr. Rogers, and I was like, fuck, there he was, Francois Clemens, and I was like,
and he had a black dentist, and he had a black doctor.
Yeah, and she had a black nurse. Which is he going in and fucking like go get his teeth fixed in the ghetto or something? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, maybe he didn't have the greatest of HMO. There's your racism.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I don't. And that was this week in Black People on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That's right. So, anyways, so a couple weeks ago, and I sitting there trying to remember how in the hell the topic came about. But we were talking about Siamese twins and conjoined twins. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about the legalities of whether or not, like marriage, childbirth, who's the mom, who's the dad. And we got in this whole big spiel about it. Didn't hear anything until a couple days ago. And a good friend of the show, our buddy, we'll just say Chris M from Pocatello.
All right.
Our boy from Deeply Dapper.
Nice.
Yeah. So he sends me an audio message on Facebook, and going as such.
I'm not sure about the strict legalities of it, but I know the most famous twins, Chang and Ang, were both married to two different women, and they both fathered children. But I also think they just shared like a flap of skin and a spleen, so I'm not sure what happens when it gets a little more elaborate than that. Keep up the work, you nuts. I'm driving while I'm recording this to you, so I'm sure it sounds really excellent.
So he hips us to the twins Chang and Ang.
Yeah,
I think is what their names were.
Still like the originators of the Freak Show.
So I went ahead, much like our boy Andy, and decided I was going to do a little research.
Yeah,
from our friends over at Wikipedia. So here we go. Chang and Ang Bunker.
Nice.
Is well, I think they took that name after they came to the States.
Yeah.
I don't think that's I don't think that's like Smith in the Bangkok area.
Yeah, because they were around what, early 1900s.
They were born May 11th of 1811 and passed away January 17th of 1874.
All right, let's let it out. Let's try that again. They were. I don't want to sound wrong on the podcast. They were born around the early 1800s, right?
There you go.
All right. Cool. I don't like to look like a dick.
So as I'm paraphrasing from the fine folks at Wikipedia, Chang and Ang Bunker were Thai American conjoined twin brothers whose condition and birthplace became the basis for the term Siamese twins. So that's where we got the name Siamese Twins. The brothers Bunker were born near Bangkok.
Yeah. We didn't know that was a real place until we found Wikipedia.
We thought it was just a joke to punch a guy in the sack. That's in the Kingdom of Siam, known as today's Thailand. The brothers were joined at the sternum by a small piece of cartilage, and though their livers were fused, they were indeed completely independent. Mm-hmm. In 1829, Robert Hunter, a Scottish merchant who lived in Bangkok, saw the twins swimming, which I'm sure that'd be a show.
Yeah, especially back in those days.
Saw the twins swimming and realized their potential. He paid their parents to permit him to exhibit their sons as a curiosity on a world tour. When their contract with Hunter was over, Chang and Ang went into business for themselves. In 1839, while visiting Wilkesboro, North Carolina, the brothers were attracted to the area and purchased a 110-acre farm in nearby Trap Hill. Determined to live as normal a life as they could, Chang and Ang settled on their small plantation and bought slaves to do the work that they could not do themselves. Chang and Ang Bunker were slave owners, kids.
Dude, they were metal.
Using their adopted name of Bunker, They married local women on April 13th of 1843. Chang married Adelaide Yates, while Ang married her sister Sarah Ann. The twins became naturalized American citizens. The couples shared a bed built for 4 in their home. A total of 21 children were conceived in the bunker marital bed.
Good for them.
After a number of years, the sisters began to dislike each other, and separate households were then set up in the town of White Plains. The brothers would alternately spend 3 days at each home, and maybe splitting Sundays. I don't know. During the American Civil War, Chang's son Christopher and Ang's son Stephen both served in the Confederate Army. The twins lost most of their money with the defeat of the Confederacy and became very bitter. They returned to public exhibitions, but by this time they had little success. Nevertheless, they maintained a high reputation for honesty and integrity, and they were highly respected amongst their neighbors. In 1870, Chang suffered a stroke, and his health declined over the next 4 years. He also began drinking heavily. Chang's drinking did not affect Ang, as they did not share a circulatory system. Despite his brother's ailing condition, Ang remained in good health. Shortly before his death, Chang was injured after falling from a carriage. He then developed a severe case of bronchitis.
Real quick. It wasn't just him that fell out of the carriage. They both fell out of the fucking carriage.
That's my immediate thought was, if one's going, the other's tumbling too. Oh, well, unless, of course, he was hanging on. He was hanging on the side. His brother's bouncing off the...
Yeah.
Put me up, you cockasucker! On January 17th, 1874, Chang died while the brothers were asleep. Ang awoke to find his brother dead and cried, "Then I'm going to." A doctor was summoned to perform an emergency separation, but he was too late. Ang died approximately 3 hours later.
Holy shit.
So with these guys, they were pretty much just, separate but equal, except for that thing of cartilage. I went looking up the whole thing with the Hensel twins, right? The Brittany and Abby. They are known as dicephalic parapagus twins. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I could come up with is it's a clusterfuck. There is no legality, there is nothing in the books, no precedent that's been set regarding marriage, individualism, anything along those lines. There's nothing out there. A bunch of the stuff was talking about like sex research. Mm. Like if you're banging, because like I said, they got one reproductive organ. They only got one cooter down there, and nobody's taking the time to figure out whether or not they both feel it, if one feels it, if the other, So there's literally nothing on it.
I don't think we ever got into that type of stuff in med school. I know, it was one of the topics that we always talked about. Would be like, dude, you think they both feel it? That'd be like the conversation. Like, dude, I'm learning about cancer right now. Can we not do? No, dude, Siamese twins. That fucks me up, man. Good thing we didn't have good phones back then, where you go on the internet. Because I would have never slept in college then. Now I'll be up until 4 a.m. being like, what the fuck is this shit?
And just be real. You just, do it all real genius-like and just have the tape recorder set up at class just to, have it record the lecture.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go to Carroll. Oh, they fucking graduated.
Well, now's the time to apply.
Yeah, they might have summer classes. I'll just go in. I'll pay the $15,000. Go in there and be like, "Hey, this Siamese twin thing. This." They're like, "What the fuck?"
15 grand and just shove. Yeah. So hey, I just got a question, and I'll leave you alone.
This Econ 101, dude. You're gonna have to go to another class for that. Like, oh fuck. Paid 15 grand for the wrong fucking class.
Can I opt out? I got 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, no shit. Gonna need that cash back, man.
All right, well, let's go ahead here. We'll take a quick break, come back with a little bit of FGS and some hot takes. Squad M Show, stay tuned.
Have you checked out QuadMProductions.com lately? QuadMProductions.com is your direct access hookup to order the Enigma comic book series and download the Quad M Show podcast. Check the appearances page for upcoming events and contact us with any questions or comments. Don't be the only lonely soul who's missing out on all the fun. Visit us today at quadmproductions.com. That's quadmproductions.com.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Marty, the official bartender of the Quad M Show, and I'd like to be your bartender too. If you're in the Helena area, stop by and visit me at the Gold Dust Bar and Casino on Cedar Street on Wednesday nights, or Bowser's on Dredge Drive Friday and Saturday nights. Use the special discount code given out during the next segment on your next visit and get a free drink courtesy of myself and the Quad M Show. I'm Marty, and I like to party.
You're listening to the Quad M Show, Segment 2.
Welcome back to the second segment of this here Quad M Show. Again, we are your hosts. I am TJ.
Andy Mack. I tried burping, but I couldn't do it.
It has to come from within.
Yeah.
Burp with your heart, not with your head.
I think I accidentally shit my pants, though.
And this segment is brought to you in part by Mirror Salon and Spa. Now, I know all you kids are seeing those pics online and you're saying to yourselves, damn, how does TJ get that awesome hair? Well, a very small part of it's genetics. The big credit, however, goes to Shauna and all the fine folks over at Mirror. Now, if you are in the Helena area, make your reservations today for all of your hair, nail, or spa needs. Walk-ins are always welcome. And right now, you get in there, they've got a fantastic deal for you. You tell them Quad M sent you, get yourself 10% off any gift certificate purchased. You know, Mother's Day is just passed. Graduations are going on right now. Father's Day is coming up. All the different type of things. You want to get your spring shit ready. Get in there, get that gift certificate, 10% off. Stop in today, 2043 North Last Chance Gulch, or give them a call. 406-603-0644 right here in Helena. That is Mirror Salon and a Spa. Let's go ahead and let's get into some FGS here real quick.
Morons.
You're a moron.
Idiots.
Idiot.
Dullards.
You're always this stupid, or did you take lessons?
The FGS Award for Excellence in Stupidity.
And got a couple of them.
Cool.
And boy, these are dandies. So feel free to pipe in at any point in time.
Yeah, I will.
So the first one coming to us by way of Minnesota. A Rosemont woman has been charged with stealing thousands of dollars from a fund for Eastview High School's seniors party this year and steering much of that money towards her PayPal account and her sex toy business.
Oh, she was probably in one of those fucking things where all the girls get together. It's like the Tupperware parties or whatever.
You're tracking. Jill Lynn Fiedler, age 38, has been charged in the Dakota County District Court with one count of felony theft by temporary control for allegedly stealing money from the group from October of 2016 through February of this year. In February, members of a parent group organizing the senior party noticed troubling transactions in the bank account, which could only be accessed by the treasurer. The suspicious transactions totaled more than $8,700, either in the form of checks, debit card transactions, or ATM withdrawals. Well into April, the money had not yet been returned to the account. More than $4,300 of the unauthorized debit card transactions went to Fiedler's PayPal account for her Pure Romance.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it's called.
That's a national sex toy retailer that sells products through in-home parties. Fiedler works for Pure Romance, selling its products. Fiedler told Apple Valley Police that she had made the money transfers for cash advances for other purchases for prizes for the senior party. Like dildos, vibrators, and other destroyers.
She was doing that for the...
Yeah,
They're called destroyers?
Yeah, that's what I call them.
Oh.
Thermos bottles, destroyers, you know what I mean?
Because I was like, there's a business there in this Pure... I want to start one and call it, like, Diddlers.
Pure angry sex.
Yeah.
pure rage fuck.
Yeah. I just don't... I'd like to listen to that. People talk about sex all the time, and I'm completely cool with it, but I just don't know if I could feel comfortable going to a party where it's just all dildos and vibrators and like even as a chick, you know, like when I do my thing by myself 6 times a day, I don't need anyone. I don't need. I just like it. I don't know where I'm going with it.
I was roped into going to one. And I'm like, what the fuck do I want to go? Dude, and this was quite a few years ago. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking single. Why the hell would I want to go where you got a bunch of fucking... Because this was like a couples thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck do I want to go to some bullshit couples, pure romance, fucking sex toy party when as the single dude... So I made it as awkward as I possibly could. And she actually had brought out like the demonstration models.
There weren't like people like sitting on them and stuff.
No, they weren't giving them a test drive or anything.
Okay, yeah, it's like, dude, it's like a car, man. You can't just stick it to your refrigerator and fucking have a blast with it.
Look, it's like a clothes hanger.
Yeah.
No, I decided to totally just destroy the mood by taking one of them, putting them on the forehead, and calling myself the Screw-Unicorn.
No!
Fuck.
Made it as awkward as I possibly could.
Yeah, that's definitely uncomfortable.
That's the ticket. That's how you handle those situations. Oh, but she had not bought the prizes yet. She added that she knew she owed the group many thousands of dollars. In July of 2015, Fiedler was charged in Scott County with 2 counts of theft after prosecutors say she wrote 27 checks that were returned by American Express because they were not pre-authorized, according to the criminal report. She wrote one of the bad checks totaling more than $5,400 to Minnesota Harvest after renting the Jordan apple orchard for her wedding. In October of 2016, Fiedler pled guilty to a gross misdemeanor charge of theft, false representation. A felony charge of theft by swindle was dismissed. She was sentenced to 2 years of probation and ordered to do 80 hours of community service. And yet they still hired her to go ahead and be the treasurer for the high school senior party. What's that, theft by swindle? Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. No big deal there.
She probably didn't. Their background checks probably aren't that good.
$8,000 in bad checks? Hey, don't you worry about it. We've got money.
I just don't understand how there's a lot of people in this town that get away with bad check writing.
Mm-hmm. And all you do is get 86 from a bar.
Yeah, that's it.
No charges pressed. We just don't want your kind in here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah.
Oh, and
we'll make that $10,000 back. Don't worry.
Dude, 10 grand in booze? Or are you talking? You're
bad
talking
checks?
Sex? Oh, yeah. The second one coming to us by way of China. Don't know if you've heard about this one. Factory worker from southeast China put a 1.5 foot long eel into his anus in a bid to cure his constipation.
Down.
Well,
Story goes, 49-year-old Mr. Liu. They didn't give a first name, and I probably couldn't pronounce it anyways. Mr. Liu was rushed to a local hospital after claiming he had a stomachache last week. Doctors were shocked when they found the Asian swamp eel in his stomach, along with fecal and food residue.
Joe, man, that's the nastiest thing.
Lou visited the hospital claiming he had a constipation problem. Doctors diagnosed the man with bowel obstruction and recommended that he stay at the hospital for further treatment. Lou refused and decided to resort to an ancient method of treating constipation by putting an eel into his anus to try and clear out the blockage.
Jesus Christ.
However, the eel caused a major stomach ache, and he was rushed to the Guangzhou Dongjin Hospital.
You big dummy.
Doctors examined Lou's abdominal area and found a hole in his duodenum area. I just wanted to say duodenum. They were then shocked to find an eel in his intestines.
Holy bejesus.
They removed the eel, weighing in at about 1/2 pound. With a head of approximately 1.1 to 1.9 inches wide. They also found feces and food residue in its body as well.
Licking good chicken.
Dr. Zhao Zhang, surgeon at the hospital, told reporters that the patient didn't explain the cause of his stomachache when he was admitted into the hospital. We asked Mr. Lou when we spotted the eel in his stomach. He said the eel went into his anus by mistake. After the surgery, he told us he actually put the eel inside his ass himself. The eel was found dead when the doctors took it out, but it is unsure whether or not the eel was alive when Lou put it in. Lou is now recovering at the hospital.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking nuts. Like, remember when that Richard Gere thing? Everyone's like, he sticks
the gerbil,
yeah,
to make him dance better.
Yeah. They ever say that wasn't true, right? That was just.
I think that was bullshit.
I should get him on my show and ask.
Because he hasn't been asked that. He hasn't been asked and denied to answer that question a million times already.
He denied answering the question?
I think at first he kind of like shit up, but then it just became such a fucking urban legend that he has gone out saying no, there is no level of truth to that. Because they were trying to say that he claimed that he was gay and all this type of shit. And it's like the only thing I know about him is he's made some crappy movies and he's a Buddhist. That's all I know.
I'm trying to think if there's ever a movie that I was like, oh yeah, I like that one. I guess I don't like Richard Gere.
I can only name like 3 movies of his.
Unfaithful, Pretty Woman, and
American Gigolo.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones I can name.
I couldn't have named American Gigolo. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah, that was like his big breakout.
Yeah.
Hit. I know that one because Blondie kicked it off.
Yeah, wasn't he like they were saying like he was like a real like gigolo and that's like how they got him or something, wasn't it?
That I don't know. That one I can neither claim or deny that. Lord knows I don't want to get the I'm going to sue your ass email from Richard Gere.
No, I'll probably get that one. I think it was something along the lines like he was like an exotic dancer or something.
I mean, a kid, man, fuck, why not? Hey, when you're making, when you're trying to make it big in Hollywood, you do what you got to do.
Fuck yeah.
Do you think anyone judges Sly Stallone and Kevin Costner poorly for doing porn? No.
Costner was in porn? We were talking about that last night, actually, about Sly Stallone being in porn.
Yeah,
I kind of remember that. I mean, I haven't seen it. I don't care to see it.
I've seen the non-porn snippets of him dancing in a shitty apartment building. That's all I've seen.
Maybe I have to. Yeah, because when I go look at porn, I'm not like, just type in Sly Stallone right now.
Let's see what he's got going on there.
Yeah, MILF Asian Sly Stallone. Like,
your recommended picks.
It's gonna be shitty. When I die, they're gonna go through my like browser history. Like I'll probably like pass away like today doing something bad, and like I'll be getting ready to like rub one out.
And then you die of a heart attack on doing the zipper.
And then fucking like Sly Stallone and dude. So it seems like you guys are all gonna be like, dude, he was into some crazy shit, man. Last thing they found on his phone was Sly Stallone porn, and
see, that's why you got to have that. You got to have the precautionary shit in place.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you have 1 or 2 trusted people who are like, yeah, I know you're into some freak shit, whatever, I don't care. Just give me your password. Or let me know a place where I can find your password. I can get in and clear your shit.
Exactly.
So you'll look like an angel.
Yeah. Or fuck, man. Because like everyone with this Aaron Hernandez thing, it's fascinating to me. They're like, oh, he had a gay lover in jail. Like, I don't fucking think he did. And like, remember, like they were like, oh, there's 3 suicide notes, and like he one's to his gay lover. I was like, see, when I die, I don't want shit like that going around about me. Like, oh, he died because.
Well, I think that probably went down just because it was fucking Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
I really doubt. I mean, he could have. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he, just like, hey, who do I gotta talk to about getting traded for a pack of smokes? Whatever. It be what it be. But anyway. So anywho, to you, Jill Lynn Fiedler, and to you, the nefarious Mr. Lou, congratulations! You are the winners of this week's FGS Award for excellence in stupidity.
You dummy!
Congratulations.
Fucking A, man.
Sex toys, swamp eels, and gerbils. That's what you get on this show.
Yeah, why I don't understand. I understand he was like, oh, it was an ancient thing, but why the fuck back in the day where they just like, hey man, let's stick a eel up your ass and see if you can piss.
Where do you think the term fucking, grab the snake? Where do you think that term probably came from?
Yeah, no.
Much like Siamese twins, everything comes from the mysterious ways of the Orient.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Which now it's not so mysterious. It's like a fucking swamp, a foot-long swamp hill up your ass.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. And that fucking eel was like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "I've been in some shitty places, and this is."
With the shitty bit.
Yeah.
See, with the thing there, you.
I didn't even mean to do that, but that was
All right, let's go ahead and get us into some hot takes here.
News and notes from all four corners of the pop culture world.
And the sign gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot.
It's time for some hot takes.
So the first one that kind of caught my eye, and it's your typical clickbaity bullshit. I don't think she got into too much trouble, but you know who Diane Lane is?
Yeah, she was in Unfaithful with Richard Gere.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm not too fond of her movies, because she always plays the whore.
She didn't in Hardball.
Well, she didn't in Man of Steel either, but I was waiting for the scene where she was going to cheat on Jonathan Kent.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't happen, thankfully. Yeah, she's in a bunch of movies where she just cheats on her fucking husband all the time. So I'm not a fan of her movies. I don't like watching those infidelity type things.
Yeah.
Ever since I watched what the fuck is that movie? Oh Christ! Michael Douglas, Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction.
Oh, yeah.
Saw that movie as a kid, and I says, I'm not comfortable watching this stuff. So I haven't, But anyway, so she makes a comment. You know that she's playing Martha Kent in the DC movie universe, right? So she was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Collin After Show, okay? Mm-hmm. And they were getting, like, email, Twitter questions and all this type of shit, and somebody had asked if she had any Justice League spoilers, and if she thought it would be a better movie than The Avengers. Mm-hmm. And she came out with the quick response of no and no. Short but honest, I hate to disappoint.
Yeah.
So then there's the backlash of, oh my God, she says the fucking Justice League's going to suck compared to The Avengers and all this type of horse shit, and it just kind of fucking went on its thing. And of course, her reps and all them people fucking spout off saying, no, she was just saying she didn't have spoilers or anything like that. That's what she meant when she said she didn't want to disappoint, that she didn't have spoiler shit. And the no, well, she's never seen The Avengers, so she can't pass judgment on that, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, the way that I look at it, if I'm working at McDonald's, just as an example, if I'm working at McDonald's, I'm not going to sit there while I'm ringing you up for your fucking, Big Mac value meal, look you in the eyes and say, the Whopper's better.
Yeah, no kidding.
As you're standing here at Walmart and I'm helping you out, you can get the same fucking thing over at Target for half price.
Yeah, I think Diane Lane's just like, she's probably just like, you know what? We're in contract disputes right now, and fucking, I don't care. I know this movie's going to make $60 billion anyway, and I'm going to get my money, so...
I've already been paid. I'm not getting any fucking back end
Yeah,
points.
no shit.
Y'all kiss my ass.
Oh, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
I wanted to be Aunt May.
Yeah, no shit.
Why the fuck did they get... Why the fuck did they make Aunt May hot? They got Marissa Tomei as Aunt May in the upcoming Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Aunt May is not supposed to be hot.
I was like, I guess Sally Field was hot, like, back in the 70s.
Well, back in the day.
And then I'm sure the one, I don't know her name, the Tobey Maguire one.
Rosemary Harris.
Is it?
That was the older gal. And that's who should be, that's the type of gal you want playing Aunt May, because she's supposed to be old and withered and one foot in the grave and one on a banana peel.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all fucking hot, milfed out Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, see, when I see Marissa Tomei, I think of Stripper from The Wrestler. And now she's Aunt May, like, I can't fucking do this.
It goes back to that Tom Cruise suspension of disbelief that I have.
Yeah, exactly.
Any movie he's in now, I can't watch.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, watch that clip from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, fucking with Mr. Rogers in it. And you're just sitting there like, that's not Reverend Thomas, that's Mr. Rogers, man. Stop calling him by a fake name. I'm just sitting there yelling at my TV. I was like, this is bullshit. This isn't really him. Neighbor's like, "What the fuck's your problem, man?" I was like, "Dr. Quinn Medicine. You watch Dr. Quinn Medicine, woman? Yeah. Just watch the clip, man. I'm on a Mr. Rogers kick."
So are you down with Aliens?
Dude, I'm always down with Aliens.
The Alien movie? I don't mean our neighbors from the south.
Yeah. Did you see my eyes perk up when you talked about? I didn't know you were talking about a movie. No, I haven't seen those movies in fucking forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
because Alien Covenant comes out next week. And
it is next week.
Yeah, next Friday.
What? How many are there? 4?
Well, I just say there's 2.
Oh, because Aliens.
And then Alien 3 and Resurrection and the Alien Predator 3. I disavow all of that shit. Because they're just crap movies.
Yeah, that's like Indiana Jones 4 to me.
Exactly. That's exactly it. They suck. I just have nothing to do with them.
Sigourney Weaver wasn't even in all of them, was she?
She was in the 4. She was in all the way from first Alien to Resurrection because it was a fucking payday. You know, just fucking
she's fucking. Is Prometheus then associated with Aliens, or is that?
Yes. Well, okay. When it came out, it was like, it's not a prequel to Alien, it's just set in the same universe. It's like the starting point.
Oh, okay.
You know, you don't really have anything, but here's the thing, though. In my sensibility, after watching the film, yes, it is. Because Prometheus leads to, and Alien Covenant is kind of the sequel to Prometheus and the prequel to Alien. It's a thing. But at the end of the day, it's fucking Ridley Scott, so I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
I love Meet the Ridley Scott anyways. But I was sitting there, and you know, with all the shit coming up, and it's hard at times to be able to avoid, you know, the spoilers and avoid all, because the shit's already been out for like a week in England. You know, so we get it well after, you know, we get it later, so it's like you got to avoid all the fucking spoiler shit. But they had like a couple of prologue videos. Like one with the crew on their ship going to the planet, and then another one with the Shaw and David from Prometheus on their ship, kind of going to the same area. So it was, you know, it's kind of thing. But I was watching, I didn't realize James Franco was going to be in the movie.
Oh, I knew that. I remember when they signed him on to it.
I am not a James Franco fan.
No, he was funny in. Pineapple Express.
I was going to say, you're going to go Pineapple Express on it?
Yeah, just though when they're sitting in the woods and he's like, "What's that?" "Oh, fuck, run!" And there's just nothing. They just take off running.
I'm loath to say it, but I can't wait to see his death scene
in
Alien Covenant. Yeah,
it's probably nothing glamorous. It's probably like when Michael Clark Duncan died in Armageddon.
Nah,
did he die? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. The only one, I think the only one that died in that was Bruce Willis.
No, they all. There's like a few of them. There was the chubby guy died, and then.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. The only thing I remember is Daddy. That's all I remember from that movie.
And then I don't want to miss a thing. Yeah, everyone's play that fucking song all the time. It's like always at the weddings.
I was gonna say it's at every prom.
Yeah,
that's it's basically the Richard Marx hold on to the memory, hold on to the night. It's for that era. It's those two songs are that kind of thing for that era. Man. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his. I think you ever watch Ted?
Yeah.
The only thing that's ever made me laugh about old James Franco was the fact that the Chinese neighbor's duck was named James Franco.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
Come on, James Franco, we going now.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I'm not just like one of those like, yeah, everything he does is shit.
Well, I'm not going to shit on his entire career or anything like that.
He didn't get an Emmy nomination or Oscar nomination, did he?
I thought he was for that role for the James Dean role. Like that was like his first major role. Mm-hmm. Like even before he did the Spider-Man stuff. I think that was like his first deal, and I think he got some. I don't know if it was an Oscar nod or if it was a Golden Globe nod.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think if you go on Wikipedia, they're going to have some nominations.
I'm pretty sure Wikipedia has it. Because they, it was that he was nominated for Academy Award for 127 hours. The movie about that guy that got his
the
stuck,
arm.
yeah.
Right, and he had to cut off his own arm, the hiker.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what fucking movie it was. It was obviously not Pineapple Express, but I thought... or Sausage Party.
Was he in that one, too?
Yeah, he was a sausage.
He was a sausage.
I guess. I don't...
Yeah, no, I'm marking out. I can't wait for the fucking movie to show up. And now, after this past week of watching, the prologues again and going, wait, fucking, is that James Franco? And going back and seeing, yeah, it is. I can't wait to see him die. Because that's the thing about aliens and Alien and the Alien movies. It's the women are the ones that always survive.
Yeah.
So if you're a dude, you're dead. I mean, that's just how it is.
So you know for sure he's dying in this movie then?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've successfully avoided all spoilers. Mm-hmm. I could be horribly disappointed.
Yeah, you could.
But I'm going to hang on to hope.
There's always hope. There's always hope.
Oh.
Dude, Barry Manilow canceled his show because he sprained his vocal cords. That's the only hot take I got right now. It seems like a light.
Did he go into detail on how he sprained him?
Yeah, no, I know he's a gay now, so or I guess he always was.
I don't think it's that he is now. I think it's
I guess it's not really a switch where you're just like, I think I'm gonna go gay now.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
What's up, champ?
Yeah.
It's the funny thing about it, and everybody's already made this joke. And even I fucking made the joke the minute I read that when that news came out that he was finally out of the closet. And I'm just like, yeah, and?
Yeah, right?
And then his reply, his in his statement was like, I didn't want to disappoint my fans.
They already fucking knew, dude.
I think there was more of a disappointment that you were denying who you are.
Yeah.
As opposed to,
because he's 67, man.
Yeah.
Because I used to do magic, and I read pretty much, about magicians and stuff like that.
What magic was he doing, making a sausage disappear?
No, this is about someone else.
Oh, okay.
Going back to that topic, the guy, I can't remember. I think his name's the Amazing Randy or something like that. He's 80 and he just came out.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone's like talking about like how brave he is and stuff like that. It's like, that's not that brave.
Not anymore.
He's 80. Like maybe like back in the day, like when he was, like in his 20s or whatever.
when he was curtain tugging for vaudeville.
Yeah, exactly. When people were like, trying to like hang gay people and stuff like that.
Oh, the Amazing Randy, you didn't know he's a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh yeah, dude, he's just slaying puss left and right. But he's not, because he's a gay, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't. I don't like when people are like, "Oh, that's really brave." That's not brave.
No. Like I said, in today's day and age, not really.
Not really. Like, I don't get me wrong. I give them props. I give people props for doing that stuff if they come out great. If there's a lot of mental, like a mental dispute people probably have in their head. And
there's probably still people that are uncomfortable with it and don't want to be around it. But that's the same thing as being around somebody. Not that I want to compare being gay to halitosis, but if someone's got stink breath, I'm kind of uncomfortable being around them.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hand them a mint and call it a day. I don't know, what you would want to do for someone who's the raging homophobe, but whatever.
And it's a shame that we still live in a world where there's people like that are just like
my only problem, and it's not the bravery thing. It's the having to continuously point out to me or to whomever else that you are gay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you've told me you're gay. Great, fantastic. Let's, get back to the task at hand here. Oh, but I was like, I know. You don't have to, continuously, point out the fact that you're gay.
Yeah.
You're gay. Congratulations. Hey, I'm not sitting here and pointing out and going crazy about me being fucking straight white guy.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like there's this girl I know, she's like, I'm trying not to be a dick. So I'm trying to figure out how to say
She's
this.
trying not to be a dick, or
No,
you're
I'm trying not to be a dick. So I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Well, don't name names. That's the first part.
Yeah, no, she probably doesn't listen to this show, or she doesn't give two shits about me anyway. So, she had skin cancer. I said cancer is a scary word. So, but like it's skin cancer. Like all they do is just cut the mole off and then you're done. That's it. Mm-hmm. She like posts how like all the time she's a cancer survivor and you got a mole on your forearm. They removed it. No more cancer.
You're done.
Yeah.
It's,
So it's not like you had stomach cancer or anything like that. They removed the mole. That's it. Like all the time. Like I just want to freak. Every time she posts about being a cancer survivor, I'm like,
you just drop, and shake your head.
I just like bite my bottom lip and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do right now.
If Jason was here, he'd give you a quick answer on that.
What's that?
Unfollow.
Yeah, no, but there's those people that like really piss you off on social media, but you just like you're like, I gotta see this disaster unfold.
Yep.
It's like me and a former WWE dealer friends on Facebook, and all she does is just sit there and like, it's Sunny from fucking
Tammy Fitch.
Yeah, Stitch or whatever.
Yeah. She's a train wreck.
Oh yeah, and it's fucking fast. She posts like every 5 fucking minutes, and it's like, so fucking fascinating. She's doing like Skype calls.
Yeah, where she'll do the magic thing for $20 for an hour or whatever the fuck it is.
It's not $20. It's $200 for 10 minutes.
Seriously, that's how much she's charging to fucking.
I think I still got the email.
Hit the Jeez, you got an email from her?
Yeah. Well, the thing is.
What'll you do for a nickel?
Pretty much, yeah. She's like, hi, I'll be starting to Skype again, but due to my living arrangements, because she's in a halfway house.
Okay.
I can only Skype on a specific date with appointments in advance. I'll be Skyping till 11 p.m. Eastern. Payment must be made in advance and appointment scheduled at least by 7 p.m. Prices are as follows. $50 for 10 minutes chat starting in lingerie, then topless. Waist up only. $100 for 10 minutes chat starting in lingerie, full body. $200 for 10 minutes chat starting in lingerie, then extra play with lots of action.
Extra play with lots of action. Am I going to have to edit all this out?
No.
Okay. I don't want another incident occurring for you.
No, fuck the hater. You are not limited to the 10 minutes. You can reserve as much time as you want. Many customers do blocks of 30 minutes or more, which means they fucking pay $600 to watch her diddle herself.
Jesus.
Here's an idea. Just go on Pornhub and watch her porn.
I was going to say, just go to Pornhub, watch that train wreck of porn right there.
Yeah. Snap Cash through Snapchat, Western Union Online, PayPal is frozen at the moment, so you have to use one of the above options. Once payment.
Oh, she must have been stealing money from her kids' high school senior party too.
She doesn't have kids. Yeah, she's a nut job. But it's funny to like follow her on Facebook.
But speaking of love and passion, new book was released this week. Kentucky Fried Chicken revealed a romance novel written by Colonel Sanders just in time for Mother's Day. The 96-page Tender Wings of Desire is set in Victorian England and available on Amazon for free.
What?
Tender Wings of Desire.
Yeah, he wrote a love story.
Colonel Harlan Sanders.
Oh, that's so awesome.
The novel centers on Lady Madeline Parker, who must choose between a life of order and a man of passion. The man being Colonel Harlan.
Fuck.
A handsome sailor with a mysterious past, reeking of 11 herbs and spices.
Jesus.
Mother's Day happens to be KFC's best-selling day of the year.
I did see that for some reason. I don't know why.
You should see the book's picture. It's tight.
I'll have to check it out.
The company said in a statement, and the romance novel is part of a promotion for the $20 fill-up special. This Mother's Day, let Colonel Sanders take care of your dinner and mom's fantasies by giving her tender wings of desire.
Jeez.
A shirtless man says in an ad promoting the book. The book has 4 out of 5 stars on Amazon, and some fans of the book have called it deliciously crisp writing with free-range love.
Wow.
Other readers haven't been as pleased. The Colonel didn't satisfy me, confessed one reader.
Yeah, this is all real, or is this?
Yes, no, it's legit. I looked up any of these stories. I have to double check the shit on this. Yes, it's available for free on Amazon. Just look it up on Google. Tender Wings of Desire.
Tender Wings of Desire. And like they were just like, oh, we were going through his journals and they found this?
No, I'm sure it's a fucking ghostwriter, and they're just, they just said, oh, it's written by Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I'm sure that's cute. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is just a ghostwriter.
Of course it is. Because fucking Colonel Sanders died in like 1982.
Yeah, it's got a 2.8 star rating.
Oh, it went down.
Yeah. There's a star next to it that said you tried.
Licking good chicken.
Part of the Colonel Sanders trilogy of romance novels.
That's awesome.
Book number 2, Wet Naps of Paradise.
Yeah. It's fucking Passions of Coleslaw. Dude, their coleslaw is good, man. I'm bummed out we don't have a KFC because that sounds good right now.
Yeah, I know. I've heard they were supposed to be coming back with it, but it is what it is. It's kind of one of those deals.
Bullshit.
Before we wrap up the second segment here, don't have any audio sound bites, but since we had such fun with it last week, this week in pop culture history. For May 15th through the 21st, your highlights for things that have happened throughout this week. May 15th in 1940, Richard and Maurice McDonald opened their hamburger restaurant in San Bernardino, California.
McDonald's open.
McDonald's opened in 1940. May 16th, 1866, root beer was invented by Charles Elmer Hyers.
Wait, go back to that McDonald's one. Their name was McDonald's?
Richard and Maurice McDonald. I believe they were brothers.
I thought, who the fuck is Ray Kroc then?
Who?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought there was... See, that's what I'm talking about. My phone just keeps vibrating.
Well, while you're looking that up, May 16th, 1983, Michael Jackson performs the moonwalk for the first time on national TV during the Motown 25th anniversary show.
And Ray Kroc, he's the pretty much one that founded McDonald's, but apparently I think he was the businessman of those.
Maybe he was the first franchisee guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Says, let's get this out.
Yeah.
There you go. May 18th, 1910, Earth passes through the tail of Halley's Comet. May 18th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe sings the infamous Happy Birthday song to JFK.
Yeah, talk about infidelity.
Talk about a fucking train wreck. I was watching a Scandal thing on her the other day.
Yeah, she's a nut job.
She's kooky.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs in her system.
Yeah. Then again, what chick isn't kooky? Am I right or am I right?
Hey, guys, am I right? Yeah.
There goes all your female listeners.
Right. Hopefully right to the emails.
Yeah.
Because I would love to read your hateful, spiteful, you guys are douchebag emails. Please.
Yeah, eventually. What's that?
I said, just please get them in today.
Yeah, get them in right now.
Oh, May 20th, 1873, Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis patented the copper riveted jeans. And the big one, particularly like if Jason was here, we'd be just coming all over ourselves.
Star Wars came out.
May 21st, 1980, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I figured it.
Is released in theaters. So there you go.
Awesome.
All the news that's fit to print for the week. All right, well, let's go ahead. We will wrap this segment up. We will come back with a little bit of Reddit fun and picks of the week if we got anything. So, Quad M Show. Stay tuned.
In a city where corruption rules the streets, only one man can stop the serial killer known as the Blood Bandit. James Kurt, a former police officer turned private investigator, must race against the clock to stop the madman before he achieves his ultimate diabolical goal. When JK's brother Alex is thought killed in the line of duty and mysteriously returns with no memory of his past life, the stakes are raised even higher. Enigma, the comic book series from Quad M Productions, written and illustrated by TJ Damon, with colors and effects by Jason Vickers. Enigma. Order your copy at quadmproductions.com today.
You're listening to the Quad M Show, Segment 3.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of this here Quad M Show. We are your hosts. I am TJ.
Andy Mac.
Boy, oh boy, really great work, bitches.
And this segment is brought to you in part by Deeply Dapper. Hey, are you looking for that one-of-a-kind gift for the geek who has it all? Maybe a little something out of the ordinary for yourself? Well, look no further than Deeply Dapper. Ranging from The Walking Dead to Doctor Who to Labyrinth to Star Wars and well beyond, Deeply Dapper has it all. From original art prints to metal flasks, handcrafted light switch plates and key hangers to handmade soaps, all based on your favorite Nerd World properties. Visit the online store today at deeplydapper.com. That's deeplydapper.com. Deeply Dapper, better living through tentacles.
Yeah, dude, the guy fucking Sham-Wow guy did get in trouble.
For what?
The Church of Scientology. Wait, hold on.
Oh, he's a Scientologist?
No, hold on. Dude, this guy's fucked up, man. His name's, what's his name? Vince Offer. He was arrested for charge of felony battery after an altercation with a 26-year-old sex worker.
So he beat up a hooker.
Yeah. Offer contended that he struck the prostitute when she bit his tongue and would not let go. Prosecutors later declined to file formal charges against either person. See, I remember that. All right, let's start from the beginning.
Please, let's do.
On September 23rd, 1998, Offer filed a suit against 20th Century Fox and co-directors of There's Something About Mary, Bobby and Peter Farley. Offer claimed that 14 scenes in Mary were lifted from his film. The Farleys released this statement. We've never heard of him. We never heard of his movie, and it's all a bunch of baloney. Case was dismissed with prejudice on a motion for summary judgment by court order. 20th Century Fox was awarded $66,000 in attorney's fees. Offer successfully sued Anna Nicole Smith for $4 million, claiming Smith had agreed to be in his movie, but backed out in 1996 over. Backed out in 1996 over fears that appearing in the movie would be detrimental to her career.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's going to do it, all right.
Yeah, we saw how well she took care of her career. Offer won that lawsuit, but the case was settled anyway.
That was going to be the nail in the coffin for you. Yes.
Then in 2004, yeah, no shit. Because wasn't it, she died, what, maybe 10 years ago now?
Oh, I think it was like maybe 15 years ago, like 03 or 04 maybe.
I thought I was working at the pool store back then when I found out, because it was like her, and then like Heath Ledger, and then like Michael Jackson, and it was just like all like a really fucked up year.
No, Anna Nicole Smith died way before.
I can click on her Wikipedia real quick.
That's where I'm going to right now. You have her Wikipedia on speed dial. Look at you.
2007. Well, they just mentioned she died in 2007, February 8th, 2007.
Oh, okay.
So then Ledger died like a year later.
God, were they that? They were that close?
Yeah, there was like a weird fucking summer. Remember, because it was like Ledger, Michael Jackson, Patrick Swayze, Farrah Fawcett. And like everyone's like, oh my god, all these fucking. Then like the first internet rumor that I remember is Jeff Goldblum died the same day.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah. No, the only one that I remember. Well, I mean, I guess maybe that year was. I don't know why that year didn't track as much as last year did, because last year was just the shits when it came to celebrity death, man. It was just like everybody was fucking kicking off.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but yeah, you're fucking right. Because was it start of the year? It was oh god,
what, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Last year when you had Bowie, Prince, Dan Haggerty, Michael. No, it wasn't Michael Jackson. We did a whole fucking our year-end spectacular, like the entire second segment was everybody that died in 2016.
The fuck's the guy that was Professor Snape and
Alan Rickman.
Rickman was
Alan
gone.
Rickman died.
Fucking Carrie Fisher, of course. Yeah, like the first 6 months.
Yeah,
I remember
Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds within 2 days of each other.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's just like it comes in threes thing.
Mm-hmm. I see. I don't buy into that anymore, just because there's so many that just fucking happens that you lose track. You know, I haven't even bore witness to how many have gone thus far. I think I tapped out after Snuka, after Jimmy Superfly Snuka finally died.
Yeah, because he died last year or earlier this year.
Oh, it was like February of this year. Yeah.
I hate playing that game where you're like, I wonder if that guy's still alive.
Because you're like morbid. You're kind of hoping he's alive, but you're kind of hoping he's dead.
Yeah, like Abe Vigoda.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, everybody thought he was dead for years.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm still alive. You're like, oh my god.
I think he's dead now. Here he is getting tackled by Betty White in a Snickers commercial.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Is he dead now?
Yeah, he was one of the ones that died last year. Yeah. Because everyone was like, "Oh my god, he was still alive," and he died at like age 98.
Yeah, it was like sad. They got like to the point in the Oscars where they just put him in memoriam all the time. He's fucking alive. every day since '76. He's like, dude, I'm still alive. Trust me.
I'm still here. Look, I just did the fucking Godfather. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, I was in Look Who's Talking 1 and 2.
Well, oh yeah, he was the dad.
He was the dad.
He was in Good Burger too.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the old guy that cooked.
Abe Vigoda.
What a fucking... I bet you Abe Vigoda's like the Kevin Bacon of like... You know where you can do the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? I bet you Abe Vigoda somehow is in that.
Well, all you have to do is Godfather.
Yeah,
and then there's the center, the wheel that all the spokes will come from.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, but I'm guessing, well, because Godfather, I bet you can go 6 degrees of Abe Vigoda.
Oh sure, oh yeah.
Keenan, Good Burger.
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
Well, you know, something else that isn't dead yet. Reddit fun this week without Jason.
Reddit fun with Jason.
Oh,
let's go ahead and burn through this guy, since you know we couldn't. We're finding the awesomely epic one for this fucking week.
Yeah, that one was rough, man.
They were all a little shady. I think we were basing this week off of our functioning alcoholism.
Yeah, you're given a superpower, but it only works when you're drunk. What power do you choose?
And this was posted by...
Board Rex.
Board Rex.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What does the Borg have to say?
A lot of people have my same thing. Teleport, the ability to talk my way out of any situation. Invincibility. I'm drunk and peeing on the street and a cop comes up to me, I go invisible. Dig that one. I like when you go on Reddit and like people don't really answer the question, you know?
They just go off into their own little fucking world.
Donald Trump's an asshole. Fuck him. He's gonna, you know, you're like, what does that have to do with anything?
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Howard Stern's penis, Baba Booey.
People will be like, oh, you fucking, that's impossible. You can't teleport. Yeah, you're fucking right. That's why it's in...
That's the whole point of it, is if you could do it. You know, yeah. That realists, uber realists kill me.
I know.
Like when you sit there and you're making some fucking, joke, telling a story, what the fuck ever, and you make some fucking comment about, wouldn't it be awesome to have a lightsaber? Or, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if you could teleport? And they'd be like, and you're right there, you're like, well, you can't do that because it's like, dude, seriously, shut the fuck up.
I know fucking science, I fucking hate people. This one's actually cool. Spartan 265. I don't want to go on that rant right now. Ability to speak to animals. Everyone would think I'm crazy if I did it. So, plus you could choose when to talk to animals, especially if you own one that ends up being annoying to talk to.
And here's how Buzz Killington would work. Well, animals can't talk, and if they could, all you'd hear is like my butt. I'm my butt. Ooh, shiny object.
It's like people fucking posted that, and they don't even know who it's by. But that age-old question: if a lion could talk to you, do you think you could understand him?
If a lion,
yeah,
Lion, could talk. Well, I'm sure Matthew Stafford has decent linguistic skills.
Yeah, I said that too. It's like we're talking in this. Yeah, because he comes from a different background, you won't be able to understand him. Someone posted that. I'm like,
because you can't speak African. Yeah. You can't speak some Zimbabweese or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. People just fucking piss me off. That's why I don't go to Reddit all the time. Now people are like, drinking causes liver damage and. Dude, fuck off, man.
And so they go that route.
The drunker I get, the stronger I get. I am alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Dude, could you imagine though? That'd be kind of tight. That's a comic book. An alcoholic that fucking has. I don't think Hancock was about that. No,
he was just a drunk bum.
Yeah, see, and that's this guy's not a bum. He's got like a fucking 9 to 5. He's like a bank teller. He's like a bank teller. And he's like, he finds it. He's like, oh, I don't drink. But then when he does,
one taste of the demon. Next thing you know,
yeah. And he has this
Dave Smash.
Yeah. Now I'm getting into this. Now he has this dilemma because let's say he's like 35, and anytime alcohol gives him actual superpowers, and he goes on and fucking goes and patrols the fucking city all just shithouse drunk and stuff like that. But he has the normal he can't drive drunk, so he's got to fly around and fucking run into buildings and shit like that.
And see, that's where you can get some of that good Stan Lee type angst to really humanize the character, because his father was a raging alcoholic who died of cirrhosis from the liver.
Exactly. And that's the thing. When he wakes up in the morning, he is getting the effects of he's coughing up blood and shit like that.
Jesus Christ.
And he has this,
to go that dark.
And he has this dilemma, we live in a bad town, I need to save this fucking city, but I don't know if I can continue.
Can I sacrifice myself for the greater good?
Yeah, exactly. And that's all the fucking inner dialogue he had. Oh my god, this would be metal. We need to get on this.
We need to get this shit going.
Yeah, I know. Fucking stop the presses on Enigma. We're gonna get in on fucking. I don't know what we would call it. I don't know. And his name's I don't know, fucking it's got to be something clever, not I guess not clever, but Bruce Wayne's smooth, that's a pretty smooth name. Right. He's got to be
well, I mean, if he's going to be a bank teller,
something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't, and that's just, I want to play it serious, because if you play it serious, that makes it much more fun.
Because he's got to be hungover at his job and just fucking hating life.
Right.
So a bank teller.
But I'm saying don't get fucking goofy we name him Budweiser or Jack Daniels.
Or Mike Everyman.
From Anytown, USA.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. I mean, stay away from that stupid shit and try to take it serious and have it do. Yeah, I'm locked in on this,
dude. Yeah, his name's James Andrews.
James had his brother, his dad Boyd. No.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't think about that.
See, that's why. Here's
because I just mixed my real name and the middle name because I'm copyrighting this motherfucker. This is ours. Oh my god, we just started an origin story. Of a comic
I say
book.
it's
Dude, I'm telling you right now, he's clean shaven. He almost looks like he looks like John Krasinski.
Unabomber? When he
No, that's Ted Kaczynski. John Krasinski from The Office.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm tracking.
But he's got a beard.
Okay.
I think you're allowed to have a beard yeah, you can at the bank.
Yeah, you're not serving food.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that's a good one too.
He's a food server.
Yeah. Dude, he doesn't work at the bank. No, maybe like he manages like a fucking Applebee's or something. That'd be the best. He like
issue number 2, happy hour chaos.
Fucking A, dude. And then like we'll do this thing, like we'll do his origin story where like you see like his drunken dad, like they're getting into a fight or something. Oh, and that's the fucking story.
I'll never be like you.
Yeah, exactly. He walks out, and then we'll go fast forward to college, and he's a fucking shit show. And like, oh my god, he's never gotten into a fight or anything. And like, he's flying and shit, and people are like, dude, I seriously fucking like, and okay. And get this.
Okay.
So he had this girlfriend, and he doesn't want to reveal like who he is because he doesn't want to like fucking Spider-Man. He doesn't want to like make his family get hurt or anything like that when they find out.
Right.
So what he does is his girlfriend breaks up with him, like the love of his life. They're engaged and everything like that. Because he's drinking too much. And like we'll have flashbacks of like that shit. Dude, this is awesome. What else? Yeah, we'll do flashbacks of that.
Here's what I say. You take the time as you can when you have the chance and all that type of stuff. Give me beats for a first, we just do it as a webcomic.
Yeah, something.
Webcomic, we do it, through Quad M.
Yeah.
People can, every and we go ahead, we do that, and you provide scripts. By the way, this week's discount code for Marty, because it's a great way to segue, and I just now thought about it because I almost forgot to do it. This week's discount code to get yourself your free drink, courtesy of the official Quad M bartender Marty, as well as Quad M Show, Party Time with Marty Time.
Party Time with Marty Time.
Party Time with Marty Time.
Dig that. I'll go in there and be like, Party Time with Marty Time. Like, oh my god, he's fucking average.
Okay, so back to the thing here. We take one of these, and we piecemeal it, but you come up with the script.
Yeah.
And I'll do a little bit of editing magic on it, and once we have it nailed down to where, it's like say a good, maybe just a one shot, a good one shot issue or something along those lines. Because then, we could fucking, sell the e-comic for like $1, and then just hoard out on both the shows, and then, and then as fit creator, any money comes in 50-50.
Cool. Dude, yeah, that'd be fucking tight.
So that's what I'm saying right there.
Dude, that's just how shit happens, man. We just created a comic book.
It's magic.
Like I'll do some research, like, yeah, dude. And then like, he like goes to the doctor, and it's like in what is it, Dark Knight Rises? He's like bruised ribs and all he like names off all his injuries and stuff like that. And he goes, "You did this from heliskiing?" Oh, he goes, "I can't let you heliski, Mr. Wayne." And then like we'll like do a shot of his doctor, and he's like, "Your liver's taking some damage."
I was gonna say cirrhosis has to be one of the key ones. Off
yeah,
that.
Something like that. No, the bad guy's named Cirrhosis, and then dude, fucking that'd be tight. This is bad. Does he wear? He doesn't wear a cape, dude. He like dresses like the Punisher, pretty much.
Do we want to go serious or comedy with this?
Serious.
We want to go, okay, because I was going to say he transforms by saying the phrase "by the power of Betty Ford."
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and they tried like making him go to rehab, and he's like, we'll like have a scene like where he's talking to his therapist, and she goes, "Why do you drink?" And he like has this like inner dilemma. He's like, she'll think I'm fucking nuts if I tell her. And, like we'll do the news reports like, oh, fucking hero man.
Hero saves 12 from bus accident. Crashes into building and kills 200.
Exactly. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Something like that. Like he's got like the strength. Can he fly? Do you think?
It could bring some entertaining shit. You know, as far as invulnerability, super strength, and flight.
Almost like Superman, kind of, but
I wouldn't. Yeah, but I wouldn't go with like the super breath and the heat vision and all that type of stuff.
Well, he's gonna have super breath if he's fucking hungover. He's drunk as fuck.
That's some pretty super breath right there,
dude. And then like we'll say like he's getting into a fight and all that sweat just wears off the alcohol, and then he turns in normal.
Oh, that's epic.
And then he fucking then he has to pull like a Popeye with the spinach and fucking find a beer or something.
That is fucking awesome.
I know.
That is epic. Holy shit. And see, the thing is right now, because this is recorded and when it's dropped and broadcast, it's copyrighted right now.
Yeah.
Because this is already set in stone. So if anybody fucking rips us off, well, whatever Monday's date is.
May 15th.
Okay, so effective May 15th of 2017, this shit's in the fucking books. Anyone comes up with this idea, we make bank by suing their ass.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna be like Vince Offer and just fucking suing everyone.
And just fuck it up,
dude, yeah. Dude, and that's like one of his like things. He's like, fuck, I always gotta be like, I can't get into a fight right now.
It's somebody else's problem.
Yeah,
I got my 30-day chip. It's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, and it'll be like in the like future or whatever. So like he has like something where he has to look at his watch, and it like tracks his BAC all the time. So he's like, I'm at 0.268 or something. That's fucked up, right? Then he goes and like fights, but he's a clumsy fighter too. Like he takes boxing classes.
Well, sure, you have to remember he's still drunk off his ass. Mm-hmm. So it's not that he's going to be the greatest fighter in the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's the invulnerability and the super strength that help carry the day.
Exactly.
You know, this is something we hammer this out. I'm down. This is an outstanding idea.
And then, okay, this is how he dies.
Oh, we're going to kill him off in that one shot too?
No, we'll do like a fucking like little series and then
the trilogy.
Yeah, something. And we fucking make him dead. There's we'll go with that bus idea. And like they're like on the bridge or whatever, and he flies onto the bus to kind of start moving it. Right. But his BAC's at 0.09.
Oh, and the sweat.
Yeah, and it starts ticking down. And he pushes the bus on, and he's kind of like over a bridge or something. And as it goes down, he's like starting to lose strength, and all of a sudden zeros,
and then
it falls to his death.
And then it's that slow motion fall into the water.
Exactly. Credits, dude. We just fucking came up with a whole
scene.
Yeah, exactly. Or Spider-Man shoots his web and snaps his neck, and he dies.
Yeah. There you go. His name's Jim Stacy.
Yeah, that's a good fucking name too. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we just came up with. I'll write a script. I'll go home and write a script right now. I swear to God.
This shit's on lockdown, yo.
Oh, fuck, man.
This will happen. Like I said, we can fucking do it and then just do it as an ebook, as an e-comic.
I would kind of want a hard copy just to have to be like, yeah, we fucking made it. I know they're a pain in the ass.
It's not that they're a pain. It's the price. It's printing price.
I'll cover that.
Yeah, because like I said, I could whore them out at the shows.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. And then when I go do stand up, I can fucking put them in my booth or whatever.
Right, your gimmick table.
Yeah, and that would just be that.
It'd just be the drunken adventures of.
Yeah.
The drunken adventures of the inebriator.
Oh my God, that's his name, the inebriator. That's his name, dude.
His first name is Theodore.
All right.
Okay, Ted. Inebriate Ted.
Inebriate Ted. You scared the shit out of me when you did that. I thought someone was behind me, man.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, my heart like dropped. I was like, he's gonna fucking fall over and die. Yeah, okay.
But here again, we can get the drunken adventures of the inebriator. that's,
That seems like a funny book, but we want this to be serious.
and that's why, that's why I don't know if I want to go with Inebriate Ted.
Yeah.
It has to be something, obviously boozological that people would fucking dig on. It's got to be dark. We can have the humor. It just has to be dark humor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be. Dude, this fucking. I'm like seriously like in. Touch this.
Look at these. Look at these nipples.
Yeah, that's fucking. That's how fucking pumped up I am right now.
Dude, I'm like I said, I'm.
I'll draw like a stick figure sketch and I'll give it to you. Like, you do your magic, man.
Well, see, that begs the next question. Then, would because my art style, it's not cartoony.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've actually looked at the Enigma.
Yeah, I've been checking these out.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like something like that. Perfect. And like I said, like something we want it to be dark, and there's gonna be some dark humor in it, stuff like that. But
yeah,
dude, that's fucking dude. And then fucking pretty soon we'll have AMC calling us, fucking being like, "Hey man, like we'll buy your comic," and but goddamn right you'll buy our comic.
Goddamn right you're gonna fucking do it.
If you're gonna do Preacher, you're gonna fucking do Inebriated.
Because we put it under the Quad M Productions line.
Yeah.
But you are clearly, you're half owner on this, so any money coming in, it's 50-50 halvesies.
Dude.
I'm down. And see, like I said, just now saying that's, the verbal contract there.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a handshake deal kind of guy. I take people at their word, and I expect people to take me at mine. It's golden, dude.
Yeah, and like you said, you'll be running off your site anyway. So yeah, dude, that's fucking badass, man. Because I've always wanted to write a comic and like something like that, but I was like, I don't know what. But just because we went on Reddit and someone asked a stupid fucking silly question,
it's how the magic works.
We just came up with a whole series about we'll call him Ted. But I don't think that's going to be the name. We'll figure something out.
Well, I mean, it's all working title shit right now. Yeah, exactly. We'll hammer those details out as we go.
Yeah, because like like I said, like that first fucking like page, it's just like he's like laying in bed and he's having these like dreams about his dad, and like the only good times that they had together was when they were fucking drinking together.
Oh, so we're gonna establish that he used to drink, but he quit drinking.
Yeah,
because I thought it was a thing of like he never took a touch to drop.
He's got to have some like special moments with his. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, he was sober, and like maybe the only time he enjoyed with his dad was when he was drinking, because he's fun loving. His dad was like a lawyer.
And just totally stressed out.
Exactly. So he was high strung all the fucking time.
Right.
And therefore, oh my fucking God. Okay. His dad was a fucking a lawyer for the mob. And the mob's just kind of, so ever since his dad died,
like the consigliere type deal. Okay.
Exactly. The mob fucking starts like running the town. And fucking Ted's just like he's like, there's something we gotta do. And like one day he's like going out with his buddies or whatever, and he's the DD, and like we say they get robbed, so he's like all fucking stressed out, and his buddies are like, fuck, this shit happens, but then he goes, my dad used to take care of his problem by drinking, I'm gonna start doing that. Then that's where we find out he fucking has superpowers when he's drunk. Like 5 guys go to jump him, fucking just wipes them all on the floor. Just power and everything like that.
Does he have the power? Because as we're talking about his dad, we don't know about his mom. Is his mom an alien?
Okay. Yeah, let me figure that one out.
Is this, we got okay, no, we genesis of
we find out that he's like one out of like 100 billion people. Like alcohol gives him some sort of fucking power.
He drank radioactive booze. We'll hammer these details in.
But yeah, dude, there's like another scene where like he's working at his like Applebee's gig or whatever, and like he sees like outside the window, like some like lady getting mugged or whatever. So he just starts piss pounding like a whole bottle of tequila, so he can go help her. Right. Because when Ted's not drunk, he's not very like the most athletic fucking person ever. You know?
Oh yeah, no. We're talking. God, I don't want to say but Bruce Banner Hulk. I mean, it's there is a shift. There is a physiological shift.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I don't know about his mom. But where's the backstory?
Well, like I said, I just want to figure out the backstory of where, because just him drinking booze makes him powerful. I mean, don't we all feel fucking invincible and super strong with the booze? I mean, that's the thing. But it's how does that happen? Was because his dad is a lawyer for the mob. Did the mob use him as fucking medical experiments as an infant? Some crazy because the mob doesn't do that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe dad was the lawyer. Was lawyer representation for some like shady covert medical group thing. Or,
his dad's a scientist, and he's doing fucking the effects of alcohol and
and he experimented on his kid, and that's why the wife left.
Yeah,
and when he's trying to figure out all this shit, that's when all of a sudden mom enters the picture and says, "You never knew."
Yeah. And then fucking
see that
because his dad's like, and that's why his dad's stressed, and then he's drinking all the fucking time.
See, that's
so he's shooting alcohol into his kid. like that. I mean, that's like the easiest way to do it, because you can't just like go have a beer with a 7-year-old.
He's just fucking
you just like crack one open. What was that line from Breakfast Club? He's like, "Here's a pack of smokes for your fucking birthday."
There's a real banner year around the house.
Yeah. But that's probably the best fucking thing ever. Yeah. So his dad's a scientist, and he's like shooting like alcohol into his kid, and the kid's like performing like feats of strength because I don't know.
We'll work on this.
Yeah.
These are details to be hammered out. We don't have to do it right now because this is just a a little show. We have got all the time in the world to hammer out the details.
Yeah. Plus, we have a 4-hour car ride in a few weeks too.
Exactly. Dude,
yeah, that's fucking badass.
This shit's tight.
Yeah, it fucking is. Dude, I'm pumped, man. Dude, you see my like eyes like light up when I started talking about this. It's like a little puppy when you're like, "You want to go for a walk?" Fuck yeah, I do. I want to take a walk to inebriate Ted.
Inebriate Ted. Oh, well, let's go ahead and real quick as we start wrapping this shit up. Good sir, do you got any picks for the week? Do you got anything you're digging on this week to share to the kids?
I guess listen to the Andy Mack show when you have.
Yes, you guys have your shit coming out. I think was it the 19th you were looking at getting the next new one out.
We're trying to get something soon. We're hoping Tuesday, the 16th, we can get something out and about. We just did interview with Jerry Buting, the lawyer, the defense attorney for Stephen Avery, from Making a Murderer. So that's out and online right now at Spreaker.com. We have we're hoping for a show next few weeks. It's just our schedules just don't.
Dude, I hear you. It's why I got you subbing today. Sometimes shit doesn't pan.
I know. Just and then when you go and work 8 hours and you're just like, I just don't want to fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to fucking retards all day, and now I don't want to go talk to Devin and act like a retard. But that's, pretty much it. Just listen to our show.
Yeah.
And I guess the not pick of the week, for these fucking idiot people that have these fidget spinner things, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
I saw something about that. I have no idea. I'm out of the loop. I don't know what the fuck are these things supposed to be.
It's literally you put it in between your fingers and you spin it. That's all it is. It's for the people that like you were saying like I was antsy earlier. Like I got to move my hands and stuff like that. It's like they just it's like the people that have the
really,
and they're making fucking millions of dollars off this. There's no need for that. Why the fuck are you? I don't understand it. I don't understand people. I don't understand why we live in a society where you can make billions of dollars off bearings, spin it, and that's it.
It's the same society that brought us the pet rock.
That's true. Well, not I wouldn't say that. That's a good feeling though, or a good topic. Good feeling. Good
it
topic.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah, pet rock. Yeah, and people would fucking buy those too.
Yeah, I know. That
That's
was
retarded.
The 70s, man. That's all the 70s. A rock in a fucking box, and a dude made millions.
Speaking of rock, pop rocks. What the fuck was I reading the other day that they put it in something? I think it's like an alcoholic drink now that they're putting pop rocks in. What? People will drink it and you hear that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Well, yeah, I mean, it probably stems back from the old rumors about if you swallowed Pop Rocks and Coke and it would blow your shit up, which was totally dismissed. I mean, there was no proof. They've actually done scientific tests on that, and that shit don't happen.
I think the best thing that ever happened, me and Trent Reif, we did the Mentos and Coke thing. Like, when I found out about it, I went over to his house and I was like, dude, you need to come check this shit out.
Mentos and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
When that year when that was all the rage, I was all about it, dude. I have bought more Diet Coke in 2-liter bottles during that 6-month time than I ever will again in my life.
Because they said you'd fucking die or whatever because it'd blow up your stomach, but it turns out, no, you just throw up, I think, is what it was.
The Mentos and Diet Coke?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
what you do, the whole thing about that was the fact you have them in the 2-liter bottle, right?
Yeah.
You drop the Mentos in there.
Well, yeah, I know that.
And the shit just splooges all over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but if you were to eat it, like if you swallowed the Mentos and then drank Coke,
nothing would happen.
Yeah, you just throw up, maybe.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm sure there's videos on that on YouTube that I'll watch.
It's a lot.
Tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, my pick of the week, you already hoarded out, but I was going to go with the Buting.
Oh, okay.
Interview on that one because that was a tight interview. Sounded way better than that Jake the Snake interview.
Yeah, and I think that was also part of fucking Jake the Snake's. I think he still has a flip phone too.
Could be.
And driving through the hills of Iowa, where
right?
He was.
Yeah, I mean it was what it was, but like I said,
we'll get him back on soon. But I mean that's because Buting also called on a landline too, so
and that helps.
Yeah, big time.
And like I said, once I get this shit figured out as to whether or not I can run my whether I can run Skype with this mixer, I'm hoping to get some interviews going myself.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. You don't have to go. We go big and we get told no all the time by Chris Pratt. But this, if you get like the Jerry Butings or the Jake the Snakes, you're gonna have listeners.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, you start small and then aim big because that's when you start. Well, here's my listener numbers. Here's okay, if you have that kind of a reach and you build up. I'm not looking big time. I'm not trying to get Oprah level quality interviews. Just somebody that I have an interest in that I would love to ask questions to that haven't been asked, either A, because they're not getting any interviews, or B, shit just hasn't been brought up. And I've got a good handful of people that I would love to talk to that have not been in any type of shoot interview or anything like that are good quality Z lists that I know we could get.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Oh, here's the nice fuck you, go away from Chris Pratt.
I was going to say the Pratt letter.
Yeah, hi Andy, hope all is well with you. Thanks so much for checking in about Chris, but we can't make it work this time around, unfortunately. He's only cleared from Jurassic production for a couple of dates due to press for Guardians, and the studio has filled each of those days with their top priority asks. Schedule is completely overcommitted at this point. We appreciate the kind offer and send very best wishes to you and the show warmly.
Well, I mean, at least his management was nice about it.
Oh, they were completely awesome about it. Then Kurt Angle.
Oh, well, now that he's back in full time with the WWE, you're not going to get shit from him.
His agent sent something over to the WWE, and I was like, we're not getting it because you have to have media credentials to get an interview from
anybody under contract. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Then Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Mark Hamill himself.
Yeah, remember that horror story.
Yeah. Dear Andy, I hope this email finds you well. I apologize for the delay in response. Thank you for your interest in Mr. Hamill. However, at the request of both Lucasfilm and Disney, he is not doing any interviews at this time. Who else? That's about it.
I'm amazed at you because when during the passing of Carrie Fisher, you were not going to talk that email was like on that email was on lockdown. You weren't going to talk about that one at all.
Yeah, no, I wasn't allowed to. I don't think.
You think the time has passed, or do you think I got to edit that out?
I don't give a fuck. Sue me. Like, they doesn't care. Don't sue me. I used that as a lot. No, that one should be fine.
Send all nasty emails to the Quad M Show. quadmcomics@gmail.com.
Exactly. No, I think it should be fine. I know he was like there was a few back and forths where he was like, yeah, don't mention this. It's like, okay. Is something happening? Like, are you guys tied with the mob? What the fuck is going on?
Reduce as many fucking spoiler shit as they possibly can, which it doesn't matter because shit's gonna fucking leak anyways.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not even just that. It's, I think, like you said, it was a few weeks after Carrie Fisher passed. And I think that's the base. I was like, yeah, I'd like to hear stories about Carrie Fisher. And truth be told, I was talking to someone else that does a podcast. Mm-hmm. And she came on his show, and he goes, she was like the fucking coolest person ever, just to come on our little show.
Everything I've heard about her, she was just awesome.
Yeah, which is like, so I was like, fuck, why didn't we think about that?
Well, because you think it's Carrie Fisher. This is Carrie Fisher. We'll never get that.
Well, I don't even think, it wasn't even that. We just didn't think about it.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
Like, I'm not a big Star Wars guy and all that type of shit, so it didn't really affect. I was like, okay. But then, like, you know, The Burbs is like one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and she's in that. But I never was like, I could email her people.
See, and here again, Carrie Fisher, I can probably name maybe 3 movies that she's been in.
Star Wars, Emperor.
Now, besides outside of Star Wars, there was Under the Rainbow with her and Chevy Chase, where it was like some kind of mystery fucking comedy shit.
Yeah, I remember that
because it had all the midgets.
Didn't they get trapped in like a haunted house or something like that?
No, it wasn't anything like that. No, it was just like a thing set in the 40s during the filming of Wizard of Oz, and it was just a comedy. It was full on comedy, but she was in that. I remember her when she was playing. She was the counselor for Dr. Evil and Scott Evil.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was
second
yeah,
Austin
I
Powers.
forgot she was in that.
And then she had a cameo on Smallville as like the publisher.
Well, she was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as that nun.
As the nun, yes.
And then she was in The Burbs. And wasn't she in The Exorcist?
No, that was Linda Blair.
That's right. Because I thought she did. No, Star Wars was pretty much her first movie. Then I thought she did some movie as a kid.
She's probably done like different TV and commercial shit. Because you got to remember, her parents were fucking Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher.
Yeah.
So there was plenty of shit going. I mean, she was in the biz, but there probably wasn't anything major until Star Wars. And let's just really be honest, there hasn't been anything major since Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean that's where she made her hay, and then drugs and a marriage to Paul Simon.
She was married to Paul Simon. That's right. Mm-hmm. And then that book that I really want to read that book that came out. I think it came out like last year.
Must be a newer one because the only one I remember is that Postcards from the Edge where she was talking about her shitty life. But that came out in the 80s.
Yeah, this one is newer, and it's like it's like called like Arguing with Myself or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's some kind of like pun about how crazy she fucking was.
Sure.
So
there you go. All right.
The history of Carrie Fisher.
And so since we have nothing left to pimp, promote, propagate, or pander, that will wrap it up for this week's episode of the Quad M Show. Hey, gang, don't forget, rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes. That stuff is always huge. It helps us out immensely. So iTunes and Android, get out there, subscribe, rate, review, all that stuff. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, everything. Just get out there, find us, and follow, and dig on us. That's all I care about.
Yeah, and don't steal our comic book idea, fuckers.
Or you're gonna get sued.
Yeah, we're gonna sue the shit out of you.
Because it's already copyright. So fucker. All right, so until then, this is TJ.
Andy Mac.
And we'll see y'all later, kids. Take care.
You've been listening to the Quad M Show. Copyright 2017, Quad M Productions. If you have any comments, questions, queries, quibbles, or concerns, email us at quadmcomics@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at quadmcomics.
I think that's like seriously
the old smell of just fucking addicts and
yeah. And like to see like a book like that just be like worn and stuff, like it's so fucking awesome.
You're not gonna get that shit with fucking ebooks.
No, you're fucking not. I hate the fact that, you know, I wish it was back like in the early 90s where you had to like mail in to get comics and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Now you can just go on Amazon and buy a comic and you're like, fuck that, that's not fun.
Yeah. Oh, I can subscribe to Marvel and have access to everything. And it's like, you know, it's there's a magic to it.
Exactly. Like I said, those ads, man, I could. You probably have what, maybe 2,000-3,000 comic books. I could go through every one of those just looking at the ads. They are so fucking awesome.
You know what my favorite ads were? And it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of played out now because you had, you know, people are my age, back in like the 90s, you know, when the internet was first coming out. Mm-hmm. In particular, there was a guy called Sean Baby. Used to love going to his website because he would rip on like the old Super Friends episodes. Mm. And he also would make the commentary about my personal favorite ads from comics when I was a kid. The Hostess fruit pie advertisements.
Yeah, okay.
You know, where the superhero of you know, I mean, it was every fucking superhero had at least one ad where they had to go and fight a generic bad guy. And the way they defeated him was through the magic of Hostess fruit pies.
Yeah, just like they would eat it or something, and like how fucking Popeye and his spinach. I remember walking through the grocery store and seeing like a can of spinach, and it was Popeye was on it.
Oh no, really? And
I was like, oh my god. I was like 4. I was like, we got to get that. That's the one that Popeye has. It's the one that Popeye eats in the show, Grandma. We got to go and get that one.
We got to do it.
She's like, you don't even like spinach. I was like, no, I do. And it's like one of those things you're trying to convince them. Like, dude, listen, I promise you I like spinach.
How did that work out?
I don't like spinach. At least canned spinach, I guess. Because like it's just that gross fucking all goo and just, oh.
I know. Well,
what the
if you get it like canned like that, yeah, it's the nastiest, grossest fucking thing you ever had. You have it mixed in with like a salad or something where it's the actual leaf in itself.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, just... Or like cook it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's what, like you said, the actual leaf, but you have that. And every fucking can has it. It's just like that.
It's just slimy and nasty.
No,
and
you're just like, what the
fuck
like,
that.
Yeah. Why does my corn need to be sold? Like now I just buy like fucking. The only thing I'll buy in cans, I guess, like because I have to, is just beans. That's it.
Sure.
Everything else just freaks me the fuck out.
Like for making your chili and shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, there's no fucking. I don't need that. Why do I need that? I don't need that gook. What is it? Like it's just disgusting. It's just fucking.
Yeah. Like I'm not the biggest spinach fan in the world, but you know there's things that it's in like a lot of places where I'll get the lasagna. Mm-hmm. The spinach is mixed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. And like I said, throw it like in a salad or something, you know, where it's just the leaf and it's not cooked and slimy and gross. Like yeah, I'm okay with that. No big deal.
Yeah, there's no reason to fucking put it in a can.
See, I'm very much when it comes to food, I'm very much a consistency person. Mm-hmm. And the two things that will steer me clear from eating something is if it smells, if it has, you know, like nasty ass pungent odor. Like some people will like cook cauliflower and broccoli, and it smells like it's already been eaten and digested. And I won't fucking go near it. It's just fucking nasty and horrible. But I'll eat broccoli. I'm okay with broccoli. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, when it's in that fucking mixed vegetable septic tank smell that I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna do it. And consistency, I can't eat macaroni salad.
Really?
It's not like it has any items that I don't like, but because of the fact that it's slimy and gooey and
the texture and
it makes me gag.
Really?
Can't do it. Potato salad is the same way, but I love mac and cheese. So go figure.
See, dude, potato salad, that's my fucking go-to. My grandma makes the best potato salad ever. But I don't know. Roast. I think it's just because I had it so much as a kid now. Like, if I smell it, I just can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We had it too much as a kid, and I was like, oh. And I understand why my parents do it. Just like throw it in the crock pot, and by the time we get home from work and kids get home from school, it's done.
It's there, it's done, it's ready to go.
And I was just fucking, like I smell it, and it like gives me a headache, man. It stresses me out. I was like, God damn it, we're not having roast already.
Right,
well, yeah.
Just let me write this down here. Invite Andy over for roast.
Yeah. No, well, like I'll be polite and I'll eat it and stuff like that. But then, like on the car ride home, I'll just be like stressed out the whole entire time. Like, just like fuck, man. There's something else. There's like a chicken sandwich from Chili's that we were at Disneyland. We went to Chili's. Like the night before I went to Disneyland, it fucked my world up. Yeah, I was so fucking sick. I got food poisoning. It was the most miserable I've probably ever felt my whole entire life. And if I go to Chili's, I just get chips and salsa. That's it, because I know you can't fuck that up.
Is ours still open?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought they closed down. I don't go because this. I'm a big believer in the 3 strikes and you're out rule, and IHOP has been taken off the list. Like it was within months of them opening. Mm-hmm. I've only been there once since then, and that was because my girlfriend at the time, right? Her sister has Down syndrome, and the thing with Down syndrome, it's much like myself. Once your mind is made up, it's fucking made up, and nothing will get you to change it, right? And her sister, by God, she wanted to go to IHOP for her birthday. Mm-hmm. And there was no talking her out of it.
Well, I think you get free pancakes on your birthday, don't you?
I really don't care. I mean, to me, you're still paying too much. I went in, the food was atrocious. The service was still as horrible as it ever was. And I just, and then this was 7 years ago, and I still haven't been into IHOP since then. It had been maybe a couple years before that. But Chili's, kind of the same thing. It's just their food wasn't all that great, and the service sucked. So I just don't go back.
I haven't been to... Fuck, I don't even know if I've been to the IHOP here. It's been since like college since I've been there.
Don't do it. It's not worth the time or the effort, brother. Don't do it. And when it comes to that style of cuisine, Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings, those are my go-tos.
Yeah, Applebee's. Applebee's another place I went to too much in college, because it was like our Applebee's would be open till 2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So you'd go and they'd have happy hour from like 10 to 12, and like it'd be half off appetizers.
At night?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it'd be half off appetizers. So you get like the boneless wings.
Yeah.
And it'd be like your ticket would be like $10, and you have like boneless wings, potato skins, mozzarella sticks, and a Mountain Dew, and it'd be like $11. Like, fucking perfect, man. I mean, you'd feel like shit afterwards, because you're just eating all this just grease and stuff like
that. Your arteries are just hardening as you're walking out the door.
Yeah. You're not doing yourself any favors, but yeah.
Well, and I can't do the boneless because the breading makes me just feel so fucking weighed down.
Really?
Yeah. I go traditional bone-in honey barbecue sauce.
See, bone-in. Why did it fucking take us so long to figure out like the boneless thing?
Well, it takes someone to have that unique idea of, maybe I can just take this chicken and make it into a ball.
Right?
What's going to put it together? I will hold it together with breading.
Yeah. Like, how fucking... Like, do you ever just like sit there and go, what the fuck was wrong with the people in the 70s and 60s? They're like building computers that are size of
this room.
Yeah. And now like we have one that we hold and carry around all the time, and we have cell phones now.
And that has a far higher processing power.
Exactly. It's just fascinating to me where you're just sitting there. It's like one of those 2 a.m. thoughts I have, and we're like, what the fuck were we doing back then?
While you're seeing somebody shill the Sham-Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That guy didn't he get like arrested for like biting his girlfriend or something?
I have no idea.
I think he did.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, dude, he had like a drinking problem.